Shalom. And I'm going to start off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachach Chodesh. Double honors to my teachers, their apostles, and elders, a great millstone. And salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing for this word with truth and sincerity. And your few Akwat as well, let's listen with sincerity. I'm the brother Machaya from the Camp Jamis, Montreal, coming back with another lesson. And be at peace with knowing that this is not our rest. Okay, because being in the flesh is always has a desire to have comfort. Okay, to be comfortable and, in a sense, enjoy the world, you may say. But you got to understand that, things will not work the same for us that's in the truth compared to the people that's in the world. Okay, so you have to learn to be at peace with that. Okay, because our rest is in the world to come, not on this side. Okay, because as we're going to read in Micah 2 and verse 10, it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction." You see, this is a polluted place. Okay, it's going to destroy you. That's why whenever we try to seek comfort, going, let's say towards the flesh, I don't know, trying to do something that's, appeasing to the flesh, the end of it is like you either regret it or it's like, you don't feel fulfilled, right? Because once again, this is not our rest. Our rest is in the world to come, man. Okay? The world has nothing to offer us. Okay, we're just here to pass by and, like it says, to be pilgrims upon the earth. Right? So we're just passing by, man. Okay? I want to get this in Hebrews as well. Seek. There we go. This is Hebrews 13 and verse 14. It says, "For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come." Okay, which is the kingdom of heaven, where there's going to be pleasures forevermore. Right? Like it says, at the Lord's right hand are pleasures forevermore. Let's get that too. Okay, that's what's awaiting for us in the world to come. Right here, we can't have pleasures evermore. Okay, here we're here to suffer, really. Okay, and you have to learn to be at peace with that. And once you learn that, man, it does bring a rest in a sense. Okay, it brings quietness in your mind to where that you're not struggling or having conflict in your mind of how that I want to enjoy this, I want to enjoy that. But when you understand that it's not going to work out like that, it brings peace. That conflict stops. You learn to rebuke those thoughts. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So this is Psalm 16 and verse 11. It says, "Thou wilt show me the path of life, and thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand are pleasures forevermore." You see, at the Lord's right hand is what? Pleasures forevermore. And, us as a nation as a whole, first and foremost, starting with the elect, we're gonna get to enjoy those pleasures that's at the right hand of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, like scriptures say, "Ear hath not heard, eye hath not seen what the Lord hath prepared for us." You know what I'm saying? So you can't be in a mindset also of just, comparing yourself to the people of the world, how that, in other words, having that envious mindset. Let's put it like that, because that's what scriptures say, right? Because the psalmist Asaph, he had that sentiment of where he was envious at the foolish. Let's read it. This is Psalm 73 and verse 3. It's a psalm of Asaph. It says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I seen the prosperity of the wicked," especially now. This was, the psalmist was saying this back then, especially now, man. Hey, in order for you to prosper, you got to be wicked on this side, man. The more wicked you are, the more you prosper. Right? So, if sometimes, it happens where you might get a little bit envious of certain people in the world, but you got to rebuke that, because that's a fleshly mindset, man. Because you got to understand this thing that we're part of, you know what I'm saying? What these people have, man, they can never obtain what we're going to have. Right? Once you view it like that, man, that thought flees away quickly. Okay? Because these people, they don't have shit. This is, like we read, Micah 2 and 10. This is a polluted kingdom. This place is polluted. You know what I'm saying? But as we're going to read on, Asaph, he came to his senses, because we're going to read it. Let's continue. It says, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. And once again, the wicked is Esau, Edom. Okay, and the rest of these people also, they're wicked because they're following the vibration of Esau, Edom. Okay, they're following the ways and customs of Esau, Edom in order what? To make it in this world, right? These so-called celebrities, or you may say go within the corporate world, these lawyers, doctors, this, that, the third. You know what I'm saying? They had to go towards the path that Esau has laid for them to get to the status that they're at right now. Okay? While us, hey, we're not following the way of the wicked. Okay? What does it say in Isaiah 10 and 20? We're going to stay upon the Lord, not upon him that smote us. Let's get that. Isaiah 10 and verse 20, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. And who is the one that smote us? Esau, Edom, man. You know what I'm saying? The wicked, the so-called white man today. He's the one that smote us. He smote the house of Israel with a continual stroke. The whole nations, matter of fact, because Isaiah 14 says that he that smote the nations with a continual stroke, right? So the remnant, the elect, they're not gonna stay up on, still have that mindset of Stockholm syndrome, man, loving their master. No, they're gonna wake up and come to the realization that this guy's the enemy, and we have to go back into our power, which is who? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and trust in him in truth. Verse 21, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay, so we're not going to follow the ways of the wicked in order to make it, man. We're going to follow the right way. Okay? We're not going to follow the way that's get to it fast, get to the money fast, right? In that sense, no, we're going to get it the organic way, the right way. Because in the kingdom, you're going to be famous or put on a higher level because what? Of your righteousness, not because of your wickedness. Unlike this side, people are going to be exalted in the kingdom for righteousness. Okay, because that's the right way. All right. So back to Psalm 73. And verse 4, it says, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. That's a fact. Right? Esau, Edom is not plagued like other men. He does wickedness, he prospers. The more wickedness he does, the more he prospers. And even trickling down to these people. Okay? To these people that's not in the truth, the heathen, even Jake that's not in the truth. If they follow the ways of Esau, Edom, they prosper. But of course, there's going to be a judgment for that, man. Okay? Because you're going to fall in the category of those that have received their consolation. Okay? Like it says in the book of John. No, in the book of Luke 6. In verse 24 to the point, it says, but woe, it means what? Destruction. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. You see? So woe unto you that are rich, because what? You receive your consolation. You receive your reward. That's what the word consolation goes into. Let's read it in the etymology. Okay? Consolation. See, this is the word consolation. In the etymology online, it says, that which consoles. Act of consoling, alleviating of misery or distress of mind. Mitigation of grief and anxiety. Right. That's because what? They're seeking for the riches, to alleviate that stress, that anxiety, because they think that the money's going to do it for them. So once you go that path, man, you received, what's going on? You received your consolation. I was saying, bro, you received your consolation, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? You seeking the way to get rich, to prosper, because what? You're looking to alleviate that misery, that distress, right? Jake is going any type of way to alleviate the fact that they're under the curses rather than turning back into their power, the one that smote them, right? So if you're rich now, you're doing good now, hey, you receive your relief. So therefore, the only thing that's coming for you is destruction. Because where? Verse 25, it says, woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. You see that? You're full now, you're going to mourn very soon. Hey, we're transitioning, man. Very soon, it's going to be our time to win. It's going to be our rest. As this world crumbles, our stock goes up. Okay? So these people that's so-called doing good, which really they're not, very soon, hey, they're going to be sorrows through. You see? So there's no point of being envious or, envious at their prosperity, because really they ain't got shit. They're doing all this prospering just to eat judgment. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But I want to jump down. I'm going to jump down to the point where Asaph, he came to his senses, because we're going to read it right here. Jump down to verse 16. It says, when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, then understood I their end. You see that? So once you came into this truth, man, once you came into the sanctuary, you understood that, yo, there's an end to this madness. What's the point of me being envious or, oh, he got this and I don't got it? What's the point? You know what I'm saying? Because all these people, they're born in vain. You know, all these people that's doing so-called good in this world, they receive their consolation. We didn't receive ours yet. Yet ours is to come. It's going to be a forever consolation. Because what? Revelation 21. Right? Because we read the definition of consolation, right? It says to alleviate stress or anxiety. And in other words, negative emotions. Right? We're going to read this in 21. Revelation 21, because we're going to receive the true consolation. Because the consolation these people got, man, it has an expiry date. Yeah, you get the riches, but you're still not satisfied. These people, they're still fucking through. They're still taking antidepressant shit like that, man. We ain't going to have that in the kingdom. So this is Revelation 21 and verse 4 to the point. And Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow. Yeah, sorrow ties in with what? Anxiety. And in the definition, it does say sorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Act of consoling. No, it didn't say sorrow, but it's one of the same, man. Anxiety, grief. If you're in grief, that ties in with sorrow. All right? So there's going to be neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So, hey, we're going to receive the true consolation, the true rest, bro. So there's no point of being envious at the foolish, of seeing them prosper. Let them prosper. It's their world. Our world is to come. You know what I'm saying? And once you learn to understand that, it brings peace. It brings quietness in your mind. Okay? And Satan is always going to pull up and, bring those fleshly thoughts in your mind. Or, all you got to do is rebuke it and be in the spirit, knowing that, hey, what I got, it can't compare to what they got. And very soon it's going to manifest in the physical. All right? But anyways, man, I'm going to close it off there. All right? Making all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachach Kodesh. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.